What up, everybody? It's on my Weasel. This is Sam and Max, the Devil's Playhouse. Remaster. Obviously. You know. Why am I doing that? That hurts. Alright, they took Max's brain. Damn. How it's sad. Be gone! Anyway, they stole Max's brain. It's time to brain your drain. Wait, drain your brain. Comfy. Cozy. Telltale Games.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it?
Not really.
Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Based on simple
Max?
novel, but Jane Austen.
Little buddy? No, 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 no.
No! What happened?
Hey! What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then BAM! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number one, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and...
The booming,
That's the last thing we remember.
booming shot.
You woke us up and started smiling at
Arms
us.
of thunder.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number two, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in
All
and
right.
accuse him.
Yep, I was totally unconscious the whole time. I sure...
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid. Afraid that he'd remove my brain, too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the
God
space
damn.
gorilla.
Skunk Ape.
Of course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry as that brain-stealing space ape's gonna be when I catch up with him.
Rule number 3, mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks.
So, what? Is this gonna be... Let's look up the name of the fucking series. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I wonder. Well, no, that's not what I wanted to say. What the fuck? I know, I have to get back to that case 4 and all that.
General Skunk Ape. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break. Hello, ugly. You're one of Skunk Ape's goons. Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him
Unjustly?
in the
My
penal
ass.
zone. I'll never forget his
Kick you in the
final
penal
terrifying
zone.
howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner. It's a very fulfilling, low-temperature job, more suited to a space ape of a certain age. But enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat.
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise in tawdry gambling rings.
Where can I find him?
He hangs out on the
Damn.
corner of Vanny and Feedy in the Latin Quarter.
Frankie the Rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in the city.
Couples only hotel. For some reason, I wasn't expecting a normal size strat. Ow, my leg.
Hey, Rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his...
Where?
Hey, take it easy, big fella. I sent him right over that away, about 2 miles.
Frankie the Rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found
Said
Frankie's
noir.
tourist wandering around the bad side of town.
Bad. Come on. Trying to think here. Because I'm going to be done with this before that comes out.
Oh! Ah!
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown. How thrilling.
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah.
That filthy lion rat.
You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's rats, but these frank people in this country are so intense.
They'll just when they're pissed off.
The tourists seemed like just another victim circling the drain, but I knew there was more to the story. It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
Ba-ba-la, ba-ba-la, boo-ba-la, bop.
Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the...
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't, but this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. The nerve of some people, trampling a rat's god.
You want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay,
Damn.
okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Well, like you guessed, I
Damn,
gave the
huh?
tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding them up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy socks. When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla got down behind the crowd, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high...
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
Anyway, after the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody. They'll vouch for old Frankie, if they know what's good for him, that is.
Once more, with feeling.
If you insist.
Like you had a
guessed,
choice.
I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding them up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and mighty and European, wearing his fancy socks. When the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla got down
Fancy
behind the
schmancy.
crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes. After the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask it.
Souvenir?
Yeah, something fell out of the funny hat guy's pocket, and the tourist scooped it up.
What was it?
I don't know, something.
So the tourist didn't leave empty-handed after all.
So what now?
Do I have anything? Ouch.
Stick around. I may be back.
I shall count the minutes.
It was a dark and stormy night.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
I hate you and the Swedish
About
meatballs.
an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of the asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an Ödeler Spuckenfreundl affair. But I digress.
Jesus Christ.
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ibble-skibbled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else?
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rats saw you pick up something after the fight. Now spill!
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington? Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me. You Americans are all animals. Animals.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Finally, a clue.
Hello?
Norrington. The name rang fewer bells than a sleigh in July. Fortunately, it didn't need to. Crimetron, do your stuff. What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Then maybe you should stop yelling at my girlfriend and start with the clue-finding.
Grrr.
Dry ice string. I got a feeling that wouldn't work well, and it would burn like fuck if you landed on it. It's frozen carbon.
I'm back. Now where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final
You
terror.
are a liar!
Wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Now make with the lip flapping, and I better like what I hear.
It's true. A few of your Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkape came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venusian.
Strangely garbed?
Yes, a man in a faded jacket and a strange hat. He seemed to be carrying a box of some sort. General Skunkape was in hot pursuit. After the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Oh well.
Give me that toy!
No! I need it to get back in General Skunkape's good graces. Once I return this artifact to the general, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with
You're very
open
soft-spoken.
arms. Oh, how I've come to know.
You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the galaxy at my general's side ever again.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry, so I got in the car and looked for another lost soul to join me as I gazed into the abyss.
Gaze into the abyss, you stare into the abyss, it stares back.
Last time I saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was gonna lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Okay, Crimetron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade.
Load, damn it, load!
Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunk Ape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say, you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit.
That was
Never
uncalled for.
gotten around to it.
Ooh.
Now we're finally going to take in its
Okay.
thrilling, dubiously educational displays with a vengeance.
I'll be at that nude bunny's club if you need me. Hopefully they're dudes.
All right, Skunk Ape, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees. Hang tight, little buddy. It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth. Could Max's brain still be alive?
It's alive. Alive! Huh?
I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
Oh, I've been playing... I downloaded 3 games. What the fuck are they called? What, a Crypt Keeper? Something to play as Photo of a Cat. It was okay. It's a Metroidvania. It's interesting. I forgot what the next one is, but you play as... what was it? Tillo? The minstrel mouse? It's like a stealth game. However, there seems to be a bit of a bug. I was following the tutorial. I was holding the sneak button. But for some reason it just was... he was doing the pose and sneaking. Somehow it was still alerting the guards, even though I was sneaking quietly. So I don't know, like every time the camera angle changed, it would stop working and I'd have to press the button. And I didn't know this. Like I noticed it the first time when I was sneaking, but I was like, what? I'm sneaking. What the hell? I don't know. Like when it happened for the 3rd time, I just quit out of frustration. Like, you're telling me to sneak. I'm sneaking. Now you're saying, oh, I'm not sneaking even though I'm doing the animation and everything. What the fuck? Pissed me off. I was playing Brock the Investigator, too. I'm enjoying that. I don't know if I'll let's play it, per se, but we'll see. I've actually hadn't had to look anything up. I've been tempted a few times, but it has its own hint system, which I've been using... I don't know. Not much. Like when I'm really stuck. Although they're limited, so I have to be careful with it. It's put all real planet.
My superior technological might, Necromancer!
Slow it down your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunky. And paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Sam! Get me out of here! This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
Sam, the interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the Toys of Power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the Bodrone who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yogg-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, a common enemy.
Fuck!
I propose an alliance.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth.
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Sam? Aw, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. Ah, it was way more fun when they were fighting.
I don't know, actually.
My power is growing.
Hey, Skunky!
Yes.
Can't talk to these women. Whatever.
Why are you working with that creepy paperweight guy?
Monsieur Paperweight and I have reached an accommodation.
Is that legally permitted in this state?
I'm lending my scientific prowess to his mystical efforts
Ow.
to draw the toys of power into the so-called Devil's Toy Box.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sagoth, would it?
Now that you mention it, Yog-Sagoth's name did come up once or twice. He certainly touched
I'm gonna look that up,
precious
actually.
tapestry of his.
Yeesh.
Oh. I was right, it is Yog-Sothoth. They're goofing on it. Wait. Oh! Remember how in Quake, the final boss is Shub McGrath? According to the Lovecraft lore, she's a perverse fertility deity. Huh. And the spouse of Yog-Sothoth? Which is the one they're talking about, but they're calling him Yog-Sagoth. It's Yog-Sothoth. I'm sure there's like a copyright thing there or something. I don't know. Okay, that's fucking interesting. No, seriously, that's funny. That actually makes sense for there being like a tree tentacle thing. I'm still pissed that I didn't figure that out right away in Alone in the Dark. I mean, the tree had a very peculiar shape. Looked very similar to how she looked in Quake. God damn it. But okay, what the fuck? Might need to look further into this. Yog-Sothothery. The all-in-one and one and all. Yog-Sothoth is the outer god of gate, space, and time. How quaint! Since the previous game was beyond time and space. Man, this is interesting shit. This is interesting shit. Do you see why I'm fascinated with this shit?
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
God damn it, Max.
We're tapping the nigh infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via a 5-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No.
But if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away. I see you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes, yes. My mighty army is once again ready to take on the galaxy. At least they would be if Paperweight's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
Alright.
Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Brain parts. That was interesting information.
Hey you, Fez guy!
What is it?
Are you still alive?
Why are you and that big dumb ape skunk ape working together?
General Skunkapi and I have had a meeting of minds over our mutual loathing of you, your partner, and your forefathers.
So that added up to what? One mind between you?
I just hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
What are you and Corporal Buttcheeks here doing with the Devil's Toy Box anyway?
We're unwinding and rewiring the synapses of your brain to cast a blasphemous net of tech necromancy across reality so that the toys of power may be properly encased within the Devil's Toy Box.
That made far more sense.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain. Blargy, blargy. More toys for me. Pretty grubby joint you got here.
It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind.
Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunk Ape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally.
Ah, don't even think of such a thing.
Hmm.
You're a magical
I
mumbo-jumbo guy, so maybe you can tell me. What's the deal with me having psychic powers all
What's
of
the
a sudden?
deal? What's the deal, Joseph? I mean, come on!
The change? It's difficult to say. The only minds on this plane capable of wielding the toys of power are the insane, the simple, or the defective.
Ah, you've been reading my press, kid.
But encountering two special brains in the same bloodline is practically unheard of. Your lineage is most peculiar and dangerous.
You should see us during holiday cookouts.
Oh god.
Could you try and stop your new buddy from zapping Sam with a banana-shaped ray gun or whatever?
Why should I give a hellbeast's hangnail about the fate of Sameth's brood?
Well, let me get back to you on that.
True.
Oh,
True.
this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later.
Hey. I did look it up. I typed in Yog-Sothoth, but it came up Yog-Sothoth, which was what I thought.
Amulon scanners at full power.
Ah! You got hit by the door.
at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here. Somehow I doubt they're gonna lure in the jaded thugs of today with laser light shows. Not enough despinings to hold a young person's attention.
Hey, you!
Who, me?
Don't get cute with me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the Freelance Police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum's security guy. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh.
It's too late. Oh, let's see here. Na 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 na. Egyptology. Sphinx.
Please don't touch, play on or around the Pharaoh's brain. I question the wisdom of this sign.
No comment. Pyramid of Haikba. Wait, is that the same sarcophagus? Fucking controller!
Hey, it's me. Give or take 4,000 years and a decent tailor.
Now that you mention it.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things. Max would love to get his hands on this.
Wait, is that what I think it is?
He doesn't have any hands right now. Ooh, pointy and ancient Egyptian brain screw. The engravings on this particular brain screw indicate that it was reserved for pharaohs, viziers, or other high-ranking muckety-mucks. Muckety-mucks? The museum's copywriter must have thought no one would read that far.
And that what they used to remove the brain through the nose. The mummification.
Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains, but desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager.
Grody. Ow! Wait, that looks similar to the botanical tentacle. Oh, whatever. Wait, where is Nex? Nex is over. He's here. But actually,
this gun was made for shooting. That's just what it'll do. One of these days, this gun is gonna shoot all over you. Bang, 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 bang. The commissioner frowns on wasting bullets on people that don't technically need to be shot. Senseless vandalism has its place, but this isn't it.
fine. I hate this controller. Can it be?
Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's
Oh.
or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torments of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of Anubis!
Nah, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest. But where will my brain go after we've restored this Max?
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Don't you dare say he's a moon god, a sun god, because that's wrong!
Ready to roll?
Let's get up!
Lead on, barbarian.
Hey! Actually, why am I mad at that? Usually in an RPG setting, I'm ruthless and aggressive. But swordplay! With guns and shit, I'm more tactical. Not stupid. Don't be stupid. How much time? Ooh! Na 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 na. Okay. Ouch! Hindenburg! You dum-dum. You give me gum-gum.
Hey, it's a Moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way.
You dum-dum, you give me gum-gum. Uh-oh, you better run. Coming to the hun.
Behold, the dread wonder of Yog-Sothoth, overfiend of the dark dimension.
That's not wrong.
I'm glad my great-grandpa stopped that trans-dimensional beauty from manifesting in the East Side.
We like him. He reminds us of our father.
Really?
Of course not. Our father was a sandal merchant. That's a picture of some sort of unholy hell beast. Really, Sam, you're far too gullible.
I'm in. No, really. At least the head part of that is close to this depiction.
Museum of Mostly Natural History guided tour. Ah, an audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. We should tape one of these for our office.
Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, pardon me. There's a courtesy phone.
Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
Probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind
Yes,
a few
astronauts.
telephones.
I don't believe that bit.
One of those
But I don't believe that.
phones was brand new.
I don't believe that bullshit.
Ah, the arrow of power. But where is the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
We haven't found them yet. But here, take a gander at this.
Yeah.
Ah, the wondrous essence thief! How
What?
well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
Interesting. A unicorn dragon? What? Alright, next time on Zombie Blaze, I'll say I'm in about